reported in Killa Saifullah in Balochistan, and we're learning that a key tribal leader has been targeted in this attack. The vehicle of a Balochistan tribal leader, Nawabzada Mehboob, has been targeted. He is a prominent tribal leader there in Balochistan. He was his motorcycle his vehicle was hit by a motorcycle-borne explosive. This is from Killa Saifullah district of Balochistan. Now, the explosion resulted in injuries to the tribal leader along with 4 others who were also traveling in the vehicle. It is being learned to be a suicide attack on tribal leader, an elder loyal to the state of Pakistan. Let's go across to Kaswar, who is our correspondent reporting in Pakistan. Kaswar, who really do you think is behind this attack on the tribal Balochistani leader?
Well, unfortunately, it was another attack, and what I am getting from the sources is it was actually a suicide attack that was aimed to target Mehboob Jogezai, who has been very loyal to the state of Pakistan and very close to army. It was yet another attack, and 7 people have been critically injured and taken to the hospital, including the main target, the Jogezai as well. So this is what so far we have got to know. But let me tell you that it was yet another attack, because unfortunately Balochistan had been receiving such numbers of bomb attacks, terrorist attacks, and IED blasts as well. Hundreds of people have lost life this year alone in such type of attacks that have been targeted. The noted people, including Jogezai, who have been very straight to the Federal Federation of Pakistan, they have been attacked. And in all type of attacks, all the time, Balochistan Liberation Army have been behind such type of attack. So far, we could not hear from any terrorist organization to claim the responsibility, but yet it was yet another powerful attack, and it was actually a message to all of the people who have been supporting the state of the Federation of Pakistan in Balochistan.
Kaswar, what measures are now being taken given that this tribal leader we're learning is close to Pakistan ISI? What is the immediate aftermath of the attack on the tribal leader?
Well, whenever such type of attacks occur, definitely security, the first thing what we hear from the government authorities is that the security have been beefed up, and the police have taken up the investigation as well. But honestly, these number of attacks have been increasing with the passage of time, because we all know that insurgents have been on the roost across Balochistan. And regarding the message of this attack, what I am getting from these sources is that the terrorist organization, including really backing the insurgency in Balochistan, they all the time they have given message that they can strike in Quetta, they can strike in Yob, and they can strike everywhere. What we are getting from our sources is that the police and the other law enforcement agencies, that they have the power, they have the capacity, but still out of the blue, these such type of attacks are being happening. Intelligence agencies claim that they have busted a number of terrorist network across Balochistan, but still what we are seeing is that such number of attacks have been increasing, and hundreds of people have lost their lives in such number of attacks in Balochistan alone in this year.
All right, well, thanks, Kaswar, for joining us. Let's also go across to Samiksha, who's joining us from the newsroom on this. Samiksha, this is, of course, not the first time that Balochistan and Baloch leaders are targeted in Pakistan. What really is the motive of the targeting of Balochis in Pakistan, given that we know how the Pakistani government is not really in favor of the Balochistan Liberation Army as well?
Well, that's right, Kriti. And, talking about this particular incident in which a prominent tribal Baloch leader was targeted, the bomb was planted in his vehicle in which he was traveling. This leader is Nawabzada Mehboob Jogezai and 4 others who sustained injuries in this bomb blast. The tribal leader, Jogezai, that is, he's said to be a close aide of Pakistan ISI. So yes, that's a very important lead that we are getting, that this leader who was targeted in the bomb blast is said to be close to the Pakistan army. His vehicle was targeted, and this is in Balochistan's Killa Saifullah region where the bomb blast had happened. As we told our viewers, this is the bomb that was planted in this vehicle that he was traveling in. So this tribal leader, along with 4 others who sustained injuries in this bomb blast, Kriti.
All right, thanks, Amisha. Let's go back to Kaswar, who's there live in Pakistan. Kaswar, you know, of course, the Pakistan government has declared BLA as a terrorist organization back in 2006. Do you think this attack could be sponsored by the government?
Well, I disagree. I think government cannot be behind such type of, the attacks in Balochistan. In the beginning, we have been hearing from the government of Pakistan that actually Indian agency was behind such type of attack. But gladly, with the passage of time, they have stopped accusing Indians and Indian agencies here. But the fact is that the Balochistan Liberation Army have been pronounced as a terrorist attack, terrorist organization, not only by Pakistan, but also United Nations and American as well. But one question remains unanswered, and that is, despite government's all-out struggles against Balochistan insurgency, we have been hearing that the Pakistan law enforcement agencies have broken the back of terrorist organization. But despite that Kiltal claims, such type of attacks are happening almost on every other day as well. And if I can tell you about the frequency of such attacks, I think 2 attacks have been happening per week across Balochistan. So I don't think that the government is behind such type of attacks, but government is certainly being failed to tackle insurgency and terrorism across Balochistan. That is actually the main problem.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks, Kaswar, for joining us and bringing us those details live from Pakistan.